Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from the YouTube channel Redolessence. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I have my good friend Olya joining me.
Hi.
How's it going? I'm gonna leave Olya's information down below. She has a channel called Scent Menu. Definitely make sure to check her out. And in today's episode, we're gonna be going over 10 2018 releases, and these are all going to be niche fragrances, and Olya's gonna pick her favorites, so stay tuned. So how's it going?
Well, it's going very well. We finally are doing this. I know we've been planning this for a long time.
I know,
so
finally.
I'm really glad.
No, that's awesome, and thank you so much for coming on my channel. I think this might be the first video that we've done together, right?
This is the first one, even though we've known each other for a very long time, but we're finally shooting this.
That's true, and we've been talking about this for a long time, and usually we kind of link up through Carlos.
Yes.
But it's cool, so thank you for being on my channel, appreciate it.
Thanks for coming all the way here.
Now, I know you probably wouldn't want me to say this, but you have worked at a number of niche boutiques. You currently work at one as well. And so the reason I mentioned that is because I want my audience to know that you have a vast amount of experience when it comes to the perfume industry. You work in the industry. And so it's not like just bringing some sort of outsider to my channel, which is okay. Sometimes it's good to have a sort of uninfluenced opinion, so to speak. But in order to maintain the, I guess, the integrity of this video, I'm going to spray these with you looking away so you don't know which ones I'm spraying. I do have them covered up here on the side. And we're going to do them 2 at a time. And you're going to pick your favorite and you're going to let us know what you think.
All right, the season nose is ready to go.
All right, cool, let's go. So these are all, once again, 2018 niche releases. And I suppose we will start with, all right, look away. We'll start with this one. And of course, I'm going to be leaving annotations down below. Okay, here you go.
Can I look at?
Yes, you may. You like that one?
Yes. It's really delicious.
Do you pick up on any notes? What do you get out of it?
It's like the sweetness. I mean, maybe it's honey. I sometimes I feel like my nose gets tricked a lot, but I do love honey, so I don't know, maybe. But it's this I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't want to call out the wrong notes, but the honey, the woodiness of it, maybe it's tobacco-ish kind of direction. I don't know. Super sweet and really delicious. But you see, okay, let's just be
That's really
honest
impressive.
here.
You got some of the notes.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
I failed. You know, I was doing this test at the Museum of Perfume in Paris, and I failed miserably. And I walked out and I was like, such a bummer. I walked in there like da-da-da-da, and I walked out, I was like,
It's always nice to be humbled and, enlightened from time to time. So let me spray the other one.
Yes.
And I want you to tell me what you think comparison-wise. All right, so look away.
Look away.
And here is the next one. Being as though you do work in the industry and whatever, you will probably recognize some of these. But here's the next one.
I hope so.
Tell me what you think. Yeah, I would imagine you would.
Smokier. Woodsier. I don't know why I'm picking up, like, you know how there's 2 different types of vetiver. One is kind of fresh grapefruit type of direction, and the other one is the smoky one. When I first smelled that one in a raw form, which I actually have somewhere in the house, I was like, oh, this is not the vetiver that I know. But this is, I don't know if it has this.
Kind of like Fumidus by Parfum Aroma, like the very smoky, Encre Noir kind of.
Totally. Yes, I love that one.
If I tell you the brand, I think you'll know what it is. No, it's not Mask Milano.
Okay.
Zoologist?
Oh my god.
Which one?
The latest one, the Rex?
Yeah, it is T-Rex, yeah. So which one do you prefer from these 2? Which one would you prefer to smell on your husband?
Okay, well, being a gourmand lover, like a total big gourmand lover, I would love the sweeter one.
The sweeter one?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so obviously you guessed this once I told you the name. So this is Tyrannosaurus Rex by Zoologist. And the other one that you liked was Clutch by Perfumology.
I never smelled that one, actually.
That's awesome. All right, so let's move on to the next 2.
I like this game.
Looking away? Yeah, I do too. It's nice to challenge yourself from time to time.
Yeah.
Here's the next one. Here you are.
This is a completely different bowl game. This is like the fresh, almost kind of a little of that cocktail direction. I really like this one.
Yeah. Let me give you another one to compare it to. Here's the next one for everybody at home. Okay, here you go.
I like your cards.
Thank you.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Yum, yum, yum.
But not for this time of the year.
No. Like this is definitely very bright and very juicy, and I also kind of want to drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I relate everything to the booze of food.
There's something about this one that kind of reminds me of this flavored sparkling water that I drink.
Some kind of soda.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like, it's almost like fizzy. Like I can almost like pick up on the fizziness, you know, when the bubbles kind of hitting your nose, and it's like, it's fun.
There's like a carbonated appeal about it.
Carbonated is the right word. I wasn't born in this country. So sometimes I'm not trying to describe something, but 18 years in New York has done it. This is fun. Kind of citrusy, but at the same time a little sweet, and then that kind of carbonated, like a little bubbly effect to it. This is a fun one. I like it.
Good, that's awesome. Now I should mention that all of these are pretty much based off of the initial impression. I know there are a lot of subscribers who would urge us to smell the dry down. I think you have a discerning enough nose that you can kind of veer at what the direction of the fragrance is going to be without necessarily waiting until they dry down. But when we do have them battle it out, or the final 5, I guess, then we will go off of the dry down.
So
for these two, which one do you think you prefer?
So this one is great, the first one, but it's something that I have smelled in many forms before. If we're talking about something that
it's a familiar smell,
fun and something that I haven't encountered very often, is the second one. It's just like fun and
awesome.
Got me going right away.
So we're gonna switch it around. Cool. I'm kind of glad you did that. So the first one that is Percival by Parfum de Marly.
I was thinking it was that. I was like, was it a Percival? You know, I know this fragrance pretty well, and I was.
You carry it.
Yeah, we carried it at Oswald.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was at the launch with you.
That's too funny. So I know you smelled it before.
I was thinking it was that.
But the one that you picked that beat Percival is Sundrunk by Imaginary Authors.
I haven't smelled that. This is
really?
This year release?
Yeah. So it's neroli, rhubarb, honeysuckle, rosewater, orange zest, and first kiss is the imaginary note.
Oh my god, so orange zest, I think, and rhubarb kind of gave me this carbonated soda feel.
I kind of get like a grapefruit smell from it.
Yeah.
Because every time I smell it, I think grapefruit.
Bitterness.
Yeah.
Like a juicy bitterness.
Kind of tart, right?
I really like this. This is a really fun one.
Awesome.
Cool. I love Imaginary Authors. I think they do an amazing job.
I totally agree with you. Cool. Awesome.
Is it he or they?
It's he.
It's he. But I guess he has some kind of team, right?
At this point, I would hope so, right? I mean, this company has gotten a lot bigger.
Looking away.
Cool. So I do have some heavy hitters left. So here is the next one.
Already. You know what's funny? That when you're smelling things blindly, your nose completely gets tricked into it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I know this fragrance very well. But right now, for some reason, if you ask me to like point it out, I would have a hard time. This is kind of like a very well-dressed English gentleman. That's what it's supposed to be. Like complex, a lot of depth in here, florals and woodsy, dry down, but you know, this kind of class. You know, this smells like money to me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
I may have an idea though.
What is it?
What do they have? I mean, who's it by? Can I guess now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it by Roja?
It is by Roja.
I don't know. You see, so.
Well, can I give you a hint? When I walked in here, I think you said you have this under your Christmas tree.
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously you knew this one. It just so happens that the ones that I bring over are some of the ones that you already own or that you recently acquired.
But
so
you surprised me with a few already.
Okay. Then you know what? then I'm going to spray another one that you also carry where you work. And I guess you can look for this one because...
Can I look?
Yeah, you can look. So...
Ooh, Oud for Greatness.
All right, so this is by Initio, and it's called Oud for Greatness. The Roja is Chypre Extraordinaire. And so, since you're going to recognize this anyway because you carry it.
Yeah.
So we might as well...
I love this one. Well, first of all, let me just say that I'm a huge fan of Initio. I think they have so many, like, I love Iap, I love Sci-Fi, I love the Aphrodisiacs,
Bless Baraka,
I like so many of them that the list just goes on and on. And I think this is a really, really strong release, you know, in terms of that really velvety, warm, cozy oud without any of that resinous, kind of smoky, animalic. Yeah, because I love those takes on oud, but I think those are hard to wear.
Yeah.
And I think this one was a great release for them because it's just really warm and creamy and cozy. So I'm a huge fan of this one.
Yeah, there's a nice balance in there.
And I think we're gonna have to go with this one is number one.
Really? Oh man. Okay. So far the three that you picked are this one, and the Initio. That's awesome. Cool. So we have 4 left.
Another yum.
So far everything in 2018 has been a winner.
Yeah.
Like there's something for everyone to love here.
Absolutely. You know, this is, I think the niche world has brought so many different really amazing fragrances. Yeah, this one is really good. I mean, it has this sweet smokiness about it. I can't wait to smell the next one. Okay.
It's kind of an under the radar house. I'll tell you what it is in a bit.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm familiar with this one, but okay. But maybe I am. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, right?
We're doing it blindly, so I can just easily be wrong.
Exactly.
This one is like very fresh and sparkling, but at the same time
Yeah,
has this like
citrusy.
aromatic wood dry down. But it's very, very clean on the opening.
Yeah.
And then it kind of gets it picks up the speed, you know, so to say. It gets definitely heavier slightly on a dry down, but this is really good. I also feel like this one is more versatile than the first one you gave me to smell.
I think so too.
You know, it's easier to wear. It's kind of something that I can see guys wearing to the office, or something that's kind of more of a year-round. I feel like most men try, you know, appreciate the citrus of the scent.
Right.
This is good. Let me smell the other one.
Yeah, of course, please do.
I mean, in terms of depth, though, I like this one more.
Oh, you do?
I like this one more because this one is cool and easy to wear, but it doesn't grab my attention as like, whoa, what's there? What's so interesting? This one is more. It's more complex. It's deeper. It's darker. Is there a rose in this one?
Yeah, there is.
It's like a
rose, saffron.
Yeah, it's that spicy, and like I love rose and saffron combo, so I feel like the first one would be the winner for me.
Awesome, I appreciate that. So it's by a company called Habibi, and it's called Harmony. They were like at Sniffapalooza a couple years ago. They have, this one is over $100, but they have a lot of niche fragrances that are under $100.
Really?
So yeah, they have like a Fifi award-winning perfumer and everything. Nice. So it's really interesting, yeah. So Harmony by Habibi.
Thanks for introducing me to it. It's
yeah,
definitely
you're welcome.
You know, there's, and I do, like, you know, I feel like I'm such a geek when it comes to fragrances. Like, I read about fragrances in my free time. I always want to learn, and you introduced me to a lot of the ones I didn't know.
The feeling is mutual. You're welcome. Thank you too. And the other one is Oud and Overdose by Xerjoff.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. So I can see it, you know, as being, oh my god, I just recently reviewed
with
it.
Carlos.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why for a lot of these I was like, you're gonna know them.
And I feel like I was like, it's so familiar. I'm like, I know it, but I couldn't like place it and tell you. Okay, I couldn't spit it out and be like, this is. You know,
you pretty much nailed the description though. You were like woodsy, citrusy, fresh, masculine.
I knew the scent. I'm like, I know it. And but again, you know what I said? I kind of stand by what I said in the review. It's very versatile. It's easier to wear.
Yeah.
You know, something that I would see guys wearing every day.
Which is true. Which is true. Yeah. It's a good scent.
All
Okay,
right.
cool. We have 2 more. Oh, I'm worried. Here you go. I have a feeling about this one, and I'll tell you why. Do you pick up on the main note?
This is the vetiver.
Uh-huh. Because just before you were talking about the types of vetiver that you do like.
One.
Uh-huh. Yep.
This is the smoky one. This is really interesting. You see, I love vetiver. I think it's such a classy note that can be played on in so many different kind of variations. And
Yeah.
this is definitely the vetiver is the highlight. You know what I think it is? Okay, can I guess what I think it might be?
Uh-huh.
Can this be Hemingway by any chance? No?
Yeah. How did you know?
Because I smelled this recently at Twisted Blue.
Oh, okay.
And this was a while ago, and I remember thinking that I really, really liked it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that it's definitely more of a masculine take on vetiver because
Okay.
of the smokiness. But
Were
I
you
don't
there?
own it.
Were you there when Alessandra was there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's the
Were
day
you
that I
there?
couldn't make it.
Yeah,
No,
'cause I was
Carlos
like, you
was
weren't
there.
Freddie was there. Carlos was there.
Yeah.
You
I was
weren't
feeling
there.
under the weather that day, yeah. And my daughter was
Aw.
kind of sick that day. Yeah.
Well, it would have been
Aw.
great seeing you there, but.
But all right, you guessed
I
it.
guessed this one.
Hemingway by Masque Milano. A lot of really great fragrances from this house. Russian
Yeah.
tea,
Oh my
Latessa,
God.
Tango.
I love Russian tea. I did an event. Remember I did an event like a year and a half ago. There was 5 Cents of Ecstasy.
Yeah.
I used the Russian tea by that brand to inspire the cocktail. That was like
Oh,
really
that's
smoky
awesome.
tea. It was really, really fun.
That's cool. Very unique.
All right.
Cool. I'm glad you like this
Okay.
one already. Just because your palette is so extensive.
But you've done well. You introduced
I'm-
me to what, 3, 4 of the ones I haven't smelled?
I'm hoping. Here you are. The last one.
This is good.
But which one
So
do you like more?
smooth. This one is so smooth and
Mhm.
kind of just incensey. Well, okay, so Hemingway to me is more like a straightforward vetiver. Like
Yeah.
I don't pick up really on a lot of. I don't recall a lot of the other notes, but like vetiver just takes center stage. Everybody else kind of is a backup dancer.
Yeah.
In the second one, I can't really pick out any of the notes. It's just kind of like a one.
Yeah, the way it's blended.
And it reminds me a little bit of like a fougere, but with a slightly modern twist on it. But okay, let's go.
With the vetiver? Okay. So the one that did not win this round is by Atelier de Sor, and it's Crépuscule des Âmes.
Part of the white
Yeah.
collection.
Part of the white collection, which is, you kind of nailed it, that it was kind of lighter.
Yeah, it's like you know, and I couldn't remember that one that well. Like I wouldn't be able to pick that scent and just tell you exactly what it was, even though I know we carry the collection in the household. But I just feel like for me the vetiver is it's just really good. And you know what the thing about it, this smoky vetiver, is that it turns into a clean citrus on the dry down. So it kind of loses the smoky component a little bit. And then
Okay.
it turns into almost like this grapefruit freshness to my nose.
Mm.
Do you feel that a little bit? It almost kind of does the reversal. And it gets cleaner and cleaner.
It does get a little bit fresher. I think that as it dries down, it kind of starts to bear similarities to like Guerlain's vetiver or Greylock by Fleur, which is like in the same family. But there's just some skankiness in here from the vetiver that kind of reminds me of like marijuana or something.
It does have this kind of oiliness to it.
Yeah.
Like an interesting kind of green note to it. You know what else it reminds me of a little bit? Was it Luna vetiver?
Yes.
Right?
Amarud?
Yeah,
I think
that's
so,
what it
yeah.
reminds me a little bit. It also starts off very smoky, and then it kind of gets slightly cleaner, but it still has this kind of dirtiness in it dry down.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
that one it kind of reminds me of.
So we are down to 5 fragrances, and we'll just do them 2 at a time. And now we have the dry downs to smell. And
Right.
so you could start wherever you want.
I'll start with this one. Now it has the smokiness.
You think it got smokier in the dry down?
There's definitely something smokier coming out.
Yeah, and this one got a little more like watery, a little more diluted, I think. Lost a lot of that freshness, but the DNA is still in there.
You know what this one smells on the dry down to me? Like Sprite.
Oh,
Sprite.
okay.
Out of all the soda on the market, I love Sprite. I was not allowed to drink any soda when I was a kid, so till this day when I smell Sprite, it smells like a special occasion. We were only allowed to drink it on like New Year's or birthday, and I would totally take advantage of that. This is fun. I still really like this one.
Do you think you prefer that over Clutch by Perfumology?
You know what? I might.
Really?
Not that it's kind of now. Maybe it's just because I'm also in the mood more for something like sparkling like this, but I'm actually really loving this.
Okay,
so
cool,
I'm down.
cool. So let's try to choose between these two now. So obviously you're familiar with this one. And here's Harmony.
Winner, winner.
Okay. Tell it like it is, that's good.
Oh,
And then the last one. And then Hemingway. So these are your top three. So Let the Record Show, Sun Drunk by Imaginary Authors, Oud for Greatness by Initio, and Hemingway by Mosque Milano. And you have to pick one. Yeah, you have to pick one. If you were to purchase one fragrance for your husband, regardless of his taste, but maybe what you would like to smell on him, which of these three would you go with? What would you call the best 2018 release?
Well, I would say this would be Oud for Greatness.
Wow.
I love that
Okay.
one. I love
cool.
that one.
Awesome.
I love that one because it's
Love
so
it.
cozy and it's just so warm, and I just feel like I think the weather might have an effect on my opinion right now because it's cold and this is just like warm and I just want to cuddle with it. you
Yeah.
know? So this would be, but if I had to pick number 2, second place goes to this baby. It's
Awesome.
Sprite. And then of course Hemingway will be on the trip.
Okay, cool. Wow, I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you
appreciate
for doing
it.
this. I'm glad.
Yeah, no, my
Thank
pleasure.
you for introducing me. Like this one is on the radar. We're gonna
And
have
so
to have
today
this.
was your first time trying this one, Habibi, and which other one?
The
Oh,
Perfumology
Perfumology.
one. That was
Oh,
the
okay,
first, which
okay.
I think I'm gonna eye that one.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out. They have a lot of really good offerings. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that I was able to introduce you to some new releases. Obviously, 2018 has been a really awesome year for niche releases. There are a lot of fragrances that I could have potentially included in this list. I was like, for example, I was looking at my Atelier de Sour fragrances, and Bois Saccar was released this
So
year.
good, like
Coeur
so
d'Ange
Coeur
was
d'Ange.
released this year. So I'm like, man, which one do I bring over? But I tried to kind of like narrow down to my favorites, and then I'll have you pick your favorite from my favorites. And Oud for Greatness, great choice. I think if I were given the opportunity to make the same video, I would probably make that in my top 3 as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Thank you, Olya.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you. And thank you guys for watching.
Cool. So let's do this. So we'll take the top 3. We will attach a giveaway to this video. So if you are interested in taking part in the giveaway, just leave a comment down below and let us know which of these 10 fragrances do you think would appeal to you the most, either based off of Olya's descriptions or what you already know about the scent. And I'm gonna pick the winner in 1 week's time, so definitely make sure to come back to this video in 1 week and check to see if your comment was pinned to the top of the comments thread to know if you've won. And then the winner will get a 5 ml decan of any fragrance of their choice. So thanks again so much for tuning in, guys. Olya's information is gonna be down below as well, so definitely make sure to subscribe to her, and we'll see you in the next episode.